The iPhone 16e is a terrible value and a phone that I don't recommend anyone to buy. Starting at a hefty price tag of $599, Apple has removed a lot of features from this phone that both the iPhone 16 and 16 Pro have. And then they decide to call it an iPhone 16 with an E, when in terms of both design and features, this phone is way different. So today, I decided to provide you guys with some smartphone alternatives to the 16e that are a way better value for the money. And 3 of the smartphones on this list are actually cheaper than the 16e while also giving you better specs and features. And if you want to purchase any of these smartphones for yourself, then I'll leave my Amazon affiliate links to each of them in the description down below. I also do earn a commission from every single purchase that you make through these links, even if you don't actually buy the smartphone and you decide to buy something else. Using my Amazon affiliate links really helps me out, and it also helps out the channel because it allows me to invest into more equipment to improve the quality of my content for you guys. So I greatly appreciate your support, but without any further ado, let's dive into these iPhone 16e alternatives. Alright, so the first smartphone alternative that I have to the 16e on this list is the iPhone 15 Pro. Now you can find an iPhone 15 Pro for a similar price to the 16e in excellent condition. With the iPhone 15 Pro, you're going to get a 120Hz ProMotion display compared to the 60Hz display that you're getting with the iPhone 16e. So your experience while you're using the phone is going to be a lot smoother with the 15 Pro. You're also going to get MagSafe, which is a very important feature in my opinion, especially if you use wireless charging or if you're looking to take advantage of the MagSafe accessories. You're also going to get the dynamic island instead of the notch that looks a lot more modern. And you're going to get 3 cameras with the iPhone's 15 Pro with a 48 megapixel main camera, a 12 megapixel telephoto, and a 12 megapixel ultra wide camera, compared to only getting one 48 megapixel camera with the iPhone 16e. You're also going to get the ultra wideband chip, which allows you to use precision tracking, which allows you to track your AirPods or your lost Apple devices easier, which is very important in my opinion, especially when you do lose your AirTags or your other Apple devices. Whereas with the iPhone 16e, you're not going to get this feature, so it's going to be a lot harder for you to track your AirTags or your Apple devices if you lose them. You also have the ability to shoot both log videos and raw photos with the iPhone 15 Pro, which you do not get on the 16e. And even though Apple Intelligence is kind of pointless right now as it's not very useful, you're still going to get it on the iPhone 15 Pro just like you're going to get it with the 16e. And the iPhone 15 Pro also has a better Qualcomm modem with Wi-Fi 6E support, whereas the new Apple C1 modem on the iPhone 16e only supports up to Wi-Fi 6. You're also going to get faster USB-C charging. It's going to be more premium as well, as the iPhone 15 Pro has a titanium display rather than the aluminum display that the iPhone 16e has. And finally, the last notable improvement with the 15 Pro is that you're going to get better camera stabilization, since the 15 Pro has sensor shift optical image stabilization, whereas the iPhone 16e does not. And this is just going to make the iPhone 15 Pro more effective at reducing camera shake. So if you do a lot of handheld recording with your smartphone, this is just going to reduce that camera shake, and it's just going to help you to get more stable footage, which I think is very important, especially for a content creator like me who does shoot handheld shots with my smartphone sometimes. And I think that for a lot of content creators that film and record with their iPhones, this feature can be very useful. All right, and now the next smartphone alternative that I have to the iPhone 16e is actually an Android phone, but if you're willing to make the switch from the Apple ecosystem to Android, which can be hard for some people, including me, as I do have an iPhone, an iPad, and a MacBook, and I like how smoothly all of these devices interact with each other, and I also like taking advantage of features like AirDrop and such, but I actually have been thinking about upgrading from my iPhone 12 Pro here to a Samsung S25 Ultra because I am interested in trying out an Android phone, and also I do want to try out the AI features on the S25 Ultra, as I have heard that the Magic Eraser with the Galaxy AI is a lot better than the Magic Eraser tool with Apple Intelligence. But anyways, you can actually get the Samsung S24 FE brand new for $500, which is $100 cheaper than the iPhone 16e. And with this smartphone, you're also going to get a 120Hz display, so so it should be a lot smoother than the 60Hz display that comes with the iPhone 16e. And you're gonna get a larger 6.7-inch screen compared to the 6.1-inch display that you're getting with the 16e. So if you do like more screen space, you're also gonna get that with this phone. And you're gonna get 3 cameras with a 50-megapixel main camera, a 12-megapixel ultra wide, and an 8-megapixel telephoto, all compared to only getting that one 48-megapixel main camera, like I said, with the 16e. And you're also getting a brighter display with the S24 FE with a peak brightness of 1900 nits compared to the iPhone 16e's peak brightness of only 1200 nits. You're also going to get faster wireless charging with the S24 FE with 15 watts compared to the 7.5 watts that you're going to get with the 16e. So that's twice the charging speed. And the reason that the charging speed on the iPhone 16e is so slow is because it doesn't have MagSafe, and it only supports the key wireless charging, which can only give you up to 7.5 watts. Whereas the iPhones that do support MagSafe get up to 15 watts of wireless charging. You're also going to get a longer battery life with the S24 FE with up to 29 hours of video playback compared to only getting 26 hours of video playback with the 16e. And finally, the last notable improvement is that you're getting Galaxy AI with the S24 FE, which in my opinion is a lot better than Apple Intelligence currently is. As like I said before, tools like the Magic Eraser are just much more effective and they work a lot better with Galaxy AI compared to Apple Intelligence. And finally, the last smartphone alternatives that I have to the 16e on this list are the newly released Nothing Phones 3A and 3A Pro, which I believe released about 2 weeks ago. Now the Nothing Phone 3A starts at $359 and the Nothing Phone 3A Pro starts at $459. Now the regular Nothing Phone 3A is almost half the price of the 16e, and the 3A Pro is also a lot cheaper than the 16e. Now with both of these phones, you're gonna get a 120Hz display, again much smoother than 60Hz. You're also gonna get that larger 6.7-inch screen, which is, like I said, gonna be larger than that 6.1-inch screen that you're getting with the iPhone 16e. And you're gonna get 3 cameras with both of these phones as well. And that's crazy that you can get a phone for almost half the price of the iPhone 16e that supports 3 cameras, whereas the iPhone 16e is literally $600 and it only has 1. And with the 3A Pro, you're gonna get a 50-megapixel main camera, a 50-megapixel telephoto, and an 8-megapixel ultra wide. But anyways, that's gonna wrap up my smartphone alternatives to the iPhone 16e. And overall, these smartphone alternatives are just better. I mean, with last year's iPhone 15 Pro, it was literally the top of the line iPhone released last year. And with this phone, you're gonna get much better specs and features for the same price. Now, yes, I do know that these iPhone 15 Pros are used, but you can still find them used in like new, excellent condition. And with the other alternatives, the S24 FE and the Nothing phones, you can literally get them brand new for cheaper than the iPhone 16e. Now I know some of you might want to stay with the Apple ecosystem and not switch to those other Android options, but to be honest, I would consider the S24 FE and the Nothing phones, even though they're Android phones, they still have really good specs, and if you have an iPhone, it might be worth switching to Android just to try them out. But if you were considering getting an iPhone 16e or looking for smartphones in the same price range, so around $600 or cheaper, this list should really help you out, as you can get some pretty nice smartphones for this price point that are way better than the iPhone 16e. But anyways, let me know how useful this list of iPhone 16e alternatives was in the comments, and also let me know which smartphone on this list was your favorite. And if you want to see more content from me, then make sure to check me out on my other social media platforms, and I'll have them in the link below, as I post on these platforms regularly, just like I do on this YouTube channel. So if you want to see more content from me, then definitely make sure to go follow me on those other social media platforms. Again, they'll be in the description down below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to drop a like, and also consider subscribing if you haven't already, if you want to see more tech, filmmaking, and even lifestyle content from me in the future. And if you enjoyed this video, then you might also enjoy my other video where I go over everything that you need to know about the iPhone 16e by diving into the important specs and features, as well as going over my thoughts and why I think it's a bad value. So if you want to learn why I don't like the iPhone 16e and why I don't think that anyone should buy it, then make sure to check that video video out right here.